Peace and assalamu alaikum. This is your brother, Malcolm Flex TV, back with another video. And I hope you all had a chance to see my last video. You know, Malcolm Flex TV does a social experiment. So with that being said, I'm going to go into the intro and we will be back.
That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
Peace and assalamu alaikum, family. This is your brother, Malcolm Flex TV, and I'm back with another video. And I wanted to talk to these black YouTube cult followings for a minute. Okay? And it is something that is highly important that we must address. It is highly important for us to understand that we have to get out of the cult follower, groupie, fan mentalities. We have to get out of the personality worship. Okay? We should get out of the personality worship and stop being a respecter of persons. Because there are too many people who come in front of black people, especially on platforms like YouTube, and it don't even matter if they are raggedy and dusty. It don't even matter if they are uncivilized, uncouth, undisciplined, coming on these platforms. It don't even matter if they're savage. It don't even matter if they're pseudo. It don't even matter if they're conspiracy theories coming on these platforms. The only thing that matters to some of you is more. Give us more. Right? Give you more what? Give you more filth, debauchery, decadence, disrespect, sleaziness, savagery, barbarism when they come on these platforms. And we continuously support these individuals. Although they have already been called out for many of their lies and inconsistencies and inaccuracies. They have already been called out for swindling and scamming the community, misusing and abusing the community. They have already been called out for disrespecting our sisters, disrespecting our black women, our brown women, calling them out their names, belittling them, making them feel less than what they are, taking their money and running. We've already been calling out individuals with actual facts, with actual receipts. Individuals creating stories and narratives that don't even connect, that don't even add up. We have one person in a community, for instance, that he draws up parallels and makes conclusions off of these similarities. There's a term for that. right? When someone does that, it is called parallelomania. Parallelomania, where an individual can see certain signs. An individual can see certain signs. And that which has no connection whatsoever, right? Which has no connection whatsoever, but draw invisible connections to make them connect to come up with a conclusion. What is parallelomania? The concept was introduced to scholarly circles in 1961 by Rabbi Samuel Sandmel of the Hebrew Union College in a paper of the same title, where he stated that he had first encountered the term in a French book of 1830, but did not recall the author or the title. Sandmel stated that the simple observations of similarity between historical events are often less than valid, but at times lead to a phenomenon where an author first notices a supposed similarity, overdoses on analogy, and then proceeds to describe source and derivation as if implying a literary connection flowing in an inevitable or predetermined direction. Okay? So what these individuals are doing is that they cherry pick certain pieces of a puzzle and they try to put two pieces together that don't fit based on weak parallels. And they use parallelomania through the construction of unwarranted analogies. They use parallelomania through the construction of unwarranted analogies. Things that don't even connect, they try to make it fit, right? To get you to believe what they're saying is true and 100% facts. That's what everybody is saying. Facts. Receipts. Oh, I got the receipts. I got the facts. Okay? But the problem is that we are such hypocrites. Yeah, us black folk. We're hypocrites. Because there was an individual called into my show one day, last week. And I specifically did a whole show, probably about 2 hours, about a particular individual in the community who's misusing and abusing the community. As a matter of fact, I think this individual is an agent. And I'm drawing this conclusion for observing this individual over a protracted period of time, over a course of 2 years or 3 years. And I did a whole show on this individual. And another individual called into the show asking about one of my brothers, although the show wasn't about my brother. See? And he's asking questions, what about this and what about that? And completely not even focusing attention on the individual that the video is actually about. See, he wants to point out a fault in one individual, but totally ignoring the faults that was presented in the video that in the person that the video was about. Complete hypocrisy. Complete hypocrisy. See, if you want to throw one individual away over this, then what about this individual that got multiple things wrong with them? See, we need to be focused on them as well. We need to quit being hypocrites. See, don't tell a brother he got a splinter in his eye when you got a plank in yours. People sitting up self-righteous, acting like that they have a right to sit up here and judge anybody when you ain't even got a right to judge yourself, according to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. So what right do I have to sit up and judge the next man and act self-righteous and sit up on my high horse like I'm better than the next man? But the best in the eyesight of Allah is those who keep their duty to Allah. See? So everybody need to quit pointing the fingers, trying to condemn, trying to blame other people for other stuff, and look at self. Look in the mirror. Those who were judging, are any of you perfect? No, I'm not perfect either. So, and I know because I'm not perfect, I'm slow to judgment. But some of us be so quick to judge and knock people down over a few views, over a few subscribers, over a few dollars. We like crabs in the barrel. We see a brother or sister rising, we got to bring them down. We got to knock them down. And the more they don't respond, the more angry we get with them. The more we hate them. The more we dislike them. The more we lie on them. The more we slander them. Huh? This is what we do. This is an actual fact. This is how we behave toward one another. For reasons unknown. But the driving force of this is jealousy and envy. That's the driving force, is jealousy of envy. And that's why Cain killed his brother Abel. Cain was willing to kill his brother Abel. In this sense, it doesn't have to be a literal situation, but you kill your brother, your sister, every time you lie and slander them. You lie on them and slander them just like you were killing them. Because what? Envy is the mother of murder. Envy is the mother of murder. See? When you envy your brother and your sister, then you can have it in your heart to murder them. Like I gave the definition in one of my shows, the term Schadenfreude. Right? Schadenfreude is a German word which means one who takes glee and delight and satisfaction out of seeing somebody who they're jealous of or envious of to get hurt or do bad or to fail or fall or at whatever they're doing. You get happy at other people's misfortunes. So how can any of you sit up and act righteous and act like you godly people when you get happy and excited at other people's misfortunes? And not only that, you try to exploit people's misfortunes. You try to capitalize off of people's misfortunes. That's a sad, sad human being. That is a sad, sad individual when you get happy and excited to see people doing bad, go through hard times, get locked up, go to jail, be accused of allegations and false claims. You delight at seeing your brothers and sisters in pain. See, you gotta be a miserable individual. And again, there's a term for it called schadenfreude. So if you are an individual who follow teachers, personalities, vloggers, leaders who have this uncivilized mindset, right? Who are still savage, who are operating on low frequencies. Okay, and if you choose to follow that type of behavior, by all means, I ain't here to stop any of you. I ain't here to take anyone's subscribers, followers. I'm not here for that. I only appeal to you the truth and put up a mirror in front of you all so you can see yourselves applauding nonsense, backing and supporting nonsense. Because if these individuals don't care about the people that they're talking about in their videos, and they really don't care nothing about y'all. And I'm just going to keep it 100. Because you want for your brother what you want for yourself. You want for your sister what you want for yourself. See? If you righteous, then you want your brothers and sisters to be righteous as well. If they messed up, then you want your sisters to humbly, you want your brothers and sisters to humbly repent and then fix their lives so they can live better lives. And they can be an example for those who are living wayward lives and living in falsehood. You know what I'm saying? Being other than themselves. And you won't want them to be an example for those people to help turn them around. All praises is due to Allah. See? And if you don't have that type of thought and feeling for your brother and sister, or them type of intentions for your brother and sister, and you laugh and you celebrate when they appear to be down, when they appear to have failed, they appear to go through a trial and a tribulation, and you high-fiving in your videos, you popping bottles and champagne, you celebrating like it's New Year's or the 4th of July or something, then you really are sick and you're suffering from a wicked and sick form of self-hatred. A wicked and sick form of self-hatred. So these individuals are very insidious. What does insidious mean? Insidious is a entity or a being that comes among other beings or people as a friend, with its true intentions are to harm in a wicked manner those people or individuals. So we are allowing people to come among us as if they have good intentions, right? They come to us as if they are friends, they love us, they with us, they family. All the while, while they are among us, they have intentions, they have ill intent towards us. They are ready to do wickedness towards us, do evil by us, or get over on us, because they know they can get over on us. My cult followers, my personality worshipers, right? Think about what your brother's saying. Think about what your brother's saying. You know those who really care about you and who don't really care about you. If individuals are willing to lie to you about your brothers and sisters on a daily basis, every day, or when they do come out, they celebrating, they high five, and they just happy to see us doing bad, to beat up on your own brothers and sisters, you want to really suspiciously look at that individual. Ask the question, what are they getting out of this? Because all the lies and slanders doesn't really have a real actual effect on the people that they're talking about. In fact, the people that they're talking about are growing more and more day by day. They are constantly growing on a daily basis. People that they're talking about. Because every knock is a boost. So we have to quit being cult-like. And what I mean by that is, see, these people can't do no wrong. Right? Well, I know some of y'all may be thinking, oh, well, what about the minister? And the minister hasn't done any wrong. If you really knew the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, this man has never been to jail. The most he ever got is a speeding ticket. And we debunked all the lies. Him taking money from the government and Scientology, we debunked all that. As a matter of fact, the dude who made the claim that the minister was taking money from the Church of Scientology, Aaron Smith Leaving, I've already exposed him that he was a crook and a liar. White boy, former Scientologist, who is a former disgruntled member of the Church of Scientology. And every group has former disgruntled members. Every group have people who are mad at their organization that they was once a part of. And they'll tell you their side of the situation, but they're not going to give you the whole story on why they left the group. So they want to be victims and just say, oh yeah, well this happened to me, this. But what about what did you do? See, and that's why every time I do conflict resolution with individuals and there are two parties present, or even if it's just one party, and somebody is being a victim, or because they might legitimately be victims. But I want to know not only what they did, but I want to know what you did as well. See, and that's the case with Aaron Smith Leaving. See, he's saying Scientology this and that, Farrakhan this and that, but what did you do? Why were you kicked out? He ain't going to tell you that part. See? Same thing with a lot of these former disgruntled members of some of these groups. They can tell you everything what somebody did to them, but they always leave out the part of what they did and how they hurt people. Same thing with these black YouTube cult leaders, because that's what they are, black YouTube cult leaders. Not all of them, but there's a good section of them that they have a cult following. See, these individuals can tell you everything that the next person did or is doing, but they always leave out what they did and what they are doing. Always. And just like sheep, just like some dummies, we go ahead and follow them anyway because we like their personality. We like dude because when he take his shirt off, ooh, the girls love it when the individual take his shirt off, or I get a chance to sit with my favorite YouTube and smoke a blunt while at the same time he's smoking the blunt. Or I can call into a show and beat up and talk bad about somebody that ain't done nothing to you personally, that hasn't harmed you, hasn't disrespected you on a personal level, on a personal level, hasn't done anything to many of you. And I'm sitting listening to the shows, and many of you have some of the most worst things to say about individuals that you don't even know personally, that are good people. See? And if you are a good person at heart, then I know you understand what I'm saying. But if you just a wicked, messed up soul, you just a miserable individual, you just a spiritually grimy, messed up person, then you're not gonna get this message. You're not gonna understand this. I'm talking about the sincere people who sincerely want to know the truth, who's not being biased, and sincerely listening to all the parties, and then judge and make a determination on your own. Not being spoon-fed lies and falsehood, propaganda, and conspiracy theories. Because if you consuming all the filth, then guess what? You are what you eat. So you become that. Again, if you are consuming all of the filth, the spiritual, intellectual garbage, then you become that. You think that way. You speak that way. And unfortunately, you act that way. So be careful what you and who you are listening to. You got to guard your mind, and you got to guard your heart, and you got to guard your spirit. You got to guard your mind, heart, and spirit. Because unknowingly, when people can penetrate your defenses, they can infiltrate and take over your senses like a parasite. So many of you cult followers, just like the movies, when somebody gets a alien parasite contracted in their system, then it's no longer them no more. The parasite takes over its host. And the host began to do strange things and act very strange. The host begins to act other than him or herself after the parasite has taken hold of them. Who are the parasites? These fake, pseudo, lying black YouTube cult leaders who are causing division in the black community, who are creating mischief, and God forbid any bloodshed. You want to be mindful of the mischief makers. You want to be mindful of the black people trying to harm and get other black people locked up, put away in jail, or hurt possibly. You're going to look at these cult leaders and really try to figure out what their intentions are. Are you trying to get your people locked up, beat up, killed, or you just here to make some money? Again, are you trying to get your people, when y'all make these so-called exposed videos, are y'all trying to get your people locked up, beat up, killed, or are you just here to make some money? See, these are some important questions that we have to ask and be able to see the intentions of these people. And quit being led astray. Quit being fans. Quit being personality worshipers. And listen with a clean mind and an open heart. Again, listen with a clean mind and an open heart. So I just had to do this quick video. This is your brother, Malcolm Flex TV. I love y'all. Y'all be safe. And assalamu alaikum.
I still see your shadows in my room. I can't take back the love that I give you. It's to the point where I love and I hate you, and I cannot change you, so I must